This movie is not everybody's cup of tea, but it definitely deserves a theatre viewing. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel guys, and right now I will be sharing my thoughts on the latest Malayalam theatrical release, Thallumaala, which stars Tovino Thomas, Shine Tom Chako and Kalyani Priyadarshan in the leading roles. Now I clearly remember mentioning this during my trailer reaction is that everything seems to be dialed up to the level of 11, so either people are going to love this film or they are going to hate this film, and that seems to be kind of the case. Do let me know which category you fall into. Now before I get into the details of the review, I feel I should give this disclaimer that in between while watching this film I got this really bad sinus attack, and the rest of the second half I had to watch with a throbbing headache. It did take me a little bit away from enjoying this film 100% because I was sitting with this massive headache and then trying to concentrate as well. Now with that information out of the way, let's first talk about the storyline. To be very honest, it's a very simple and straightforward story. We have a gang of friends who is getting into constant brawls and settling scores with others. And parallelly, we have a love story where boy meets girl, boy loses girl, and then boy tries to win back the girl. It is not the story that takes the front seat here, it is the storytelling. And the way this movie has been presented to us, I don't think I've seen anything like it in Indian mainstream cinema, though this movie reminded me of a film that I really love and I watched long back, that is Scott Pilgrim versus the World. And I say this because when Scott Pilgrim had released, I don't know, I got this really millennial feel while watching this, and this movie has a complete Gen Z feel. Because I remember watching Scott Pilgrim and thinking, wow, this is so cool, and this is the same feeling I got while watching Thallumaala. It follows a non-linear format of storytelling which is divided into various chapters, and initially you might feel a tad bit confused that where the story is headed, but I would honestly say that don't bother too much about the storyline. Like, you're not gonna find nuances in the story, it's all about how it has been presented. While I was watching the film, I could completely visualize the director storyboarding this film, because the way the movie has been edited, it definitely requires like a frame by frame planning. The graphics, the overall animation, the transitions between the scene, you cannot just do it out of the blue. It has to be well planned. It looked very cool, it looked vibrant. Honestly, it felt like I was watching a comic book live. Even if you're not a fan of, say, over-the-top films and you probably didn't connect with this film, like the story of this film, at least I'm pretty sure you would have appreciated the fact that the transitions, the animation, the graphic, the fight sequences were really amazing. Or maybe you didn't like it, I don't know. It's your opinion. Technically, the movie soars high, very high, but story-wise, it's just average. The BGM is excellent, and among the songs, it is Ole Melody, which is my clear favorite. There's another song I really liked, which was like a pure hip-hop song, but honestly, if you ask me, I felt there were too many songs in the film. I remember getting a tad bit irritated in a couple of songs like when they started playing it, but that's just a very personal opinion of mine. Performance wise, okay, I know this is Tovino's film, I know, but guys, Shine Tom Chako, he was the show stealer for me. Guys, I don't know what is it about him, but there is this X factor attached to him. Whenever I watch him on screen, I feel a tad bit unsettled, and I'm like, what is he going to do next? I don't know. He's so freaking unpredictable. And that is a testament to what a good actor he is, because I completely forget that he's acting. Then Kalyani, she was quite cute. She was nice. Though I think for me, my favorite performance of hers still remains Hridayam. And Tovino has never looked better. Like, this is, every time he was appearing on screen, I'm like, dude has a charm. I think he was perfectly casted for this role because his character requires a certain kind of innocence and also a certain kind of aggression and rowdiness, and he balances it perfectly. Now, this video is going to be absolutely incomplete if I do not give a special mention to the fight sequences. I tried searching it, but I did not find who the fight choreographer is or the stunt coordinator for this film is. The movie is all about fights, and the way every set piece has been choreographed and shot, it is praiseworthy. There is this whole sequence which starts as a brawl and then, it explodes into full-blown chaos which happens in a theater. That is the highlight point for me. It is so beautifully shot. I cannot express in words, guys, how well choreographed, how well edited, and how well shot that entire sequence is. I mean, I had to give it a special mention because I feel that with that sequence itself, I received my money's worth. So in the end, I would like to say that this is very experimental and definitely not everybody's cup of tea. If you do not like, loud over the top storytelling films, then yeah, it's not for you. You probably not enjoy it because there's a lot of action, there's a lot of dhoom dhadaka which is happening. But it is definitely praiseworthy in terms of how it has been presented to the audience. You don't get to see a lot of films that is, made in this kind of format. Sometimes what happens is that if the makers want to make the film seem or look very cool, it feels forced. But that's not the case for this film. Like the director, the editor, the cinematographer, they knew what they were doing. This movie is very self-aware like that. I only wish that I did not have that throbbing headache while watching the film. That definitely took out some of the fun away. So yeah. Anyway, you let me know if you watched the film, did you enjoy it or not? Did you jam with it? Did you not connect with it at all? Let me know your opinion in the comments below. And with that, I will end this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and I will see you soon on my next one. Bye.